Hello folks, welcome back to another episode of CBR Rebuilds. Today we're going to go back to the 200SX and try to finish up a few things. One thing I'd really like to address is this hydraulic brake and see if we can't bleed out the brakes and get the front hydraulic system working. And to do that, I went out and I purchased a new handle with an integrated brake light switch. So this one was about $12 on eBay. I had to wait for it to come, took a little while. But on the bottom here, it's got a switch that we can use to actuate our brake lights. So you can see as I pull the handle, it actuates that switch. You make a little click. The reason I went with this is it was the same cost as a rebuild kit. So for the same cost, you get brand new hardware and the brake switch already integrated. And you don't have to worry about trying to get the rebuild done correctly. If you're missing a part or if you scrape an O-ring or something while you're taking it apart, you don't have to worry about that. Just buy a new unit and put it on. So one of the first things we're going to do to make sure we can get this done correctly is we're going to get this brake master cylinder off, and then we'll take the wheels off to get the wheel cylinders opened up so we can see those and make sure we can bleed through with new brake fluid. So one thing you might have saw me do a little bit differently here is that I grabbed my ratchet and I put the extension and a 1/4 inch socket in there so I could put a normal bit adapter like you would for a screwdriver or something like that, or drill. But I had a lot of trouble getting this top bolt off with the screwdriver, but with the extra leverage of the ratchet, it came right off. So that's the tech tip for today. Right here you can see on the master cylinder, even the sight window is just eroded or corroded. I don't know what happened to it, but it's gone. And since the last time I pumped this brake up, I put some fluid in there. Obviously it's leaking out, but this piston still hasn't returned. So that's just one more reason why we're going to replace it, or you'd have to do a rebuild. The new master cylinder came with a new banjo bolt and some new crush washers with the O-rings in them, so I'll use these when I go to put it back together. Alright, so now I've got the master cylinder plumbed up, obviously down to the distribution here, and then we're going to come out here to the sides. Each wheel cylinder here has a bleeder, so I think the next order of business is to try to make sure the bleeders crack open. And if they crack open, then we'll be able to dump some new fluid in and start pumping it up. See if we can't get this system bled and get the front brakes working. So here I'm just trying to bleed the brakes just like you would a normal vehicle. It's a little more convenient because you can pump up the brakes by yourself and not have to have somebody else help you. At least on this side. So right now there was some clean looking fluid. Now there's some like orange looking fluid, so I'm guessing it was contaminated with water or something. So all I do is pump it up, crack it open, and let it go through until I can hear it go solid. Right now I can hear air coming through the bleeder, so until I see clean fluid come out and I hear no more air, that's going to be the procedure. Might throw a little bit more fluid in there just to make sure we don't pump dry. Looks pretty good on this side. We'll seal up the bleeder so it doesn't get dirt in it. We'll go to the other side. Alright folks, this is what I always say about using a power tool. Even though I've got one, I shouldn't use it. There I snapped the bolt off that holds the bottom half of that bracket on. So see if I can get that extracted and find a new bolt to replace it. That's the danger of using a power tool when you could just use a hand tool and be done with it. Pretty lucky that was not tight. I don't know about the quality of the bolts that came with this kit from eBay, but at least we were able to get it out. So I found a replacement bolt. It's this got a 10mm head instead of the 8mm flanged head on it. So I've got to use a wrench to tighten it up, and I'll do it by hand this time so I don't risk breaking the bolt off. Might just take a little bit more time, but at least we're not breaking the bolt. And here we can see that we get the wheels spinning. We can stop them with the brake lever for the hydraulic brakes. So that looks like a big improvement. Should give us a little more flexibility here that we don't have to rely just on the rear brakes to stop us. Now we can use the hydraulic front brakes to slow us down. And hopefully they don't grab so hard that you end up going over the handlebars. Well folks, that ends this episode of CBR Rebuilds. I know it's a pretty short episode, but just showing that you can upgrade your brakes with very minimal cost and get them repaired. This should work on any of the Hondas with the master cylinder right here on the handlebar. If you want to go ahead and rebuild it, you can. If not, you have the ability to go on eBay and buy a cheap replacement. And if you don't have the brake light functionality, you might be able to pick that up as an added bonus. So, like always, get out there and do something. Don't be afraid to try it, and we'll see you in the next episode.